welcome to Made Fit TV. I'm your host, Jennifer DiDonato, and this is episode number 41. Made Fit TV is everyone's source for health and fitness information and entertainment. So thanks so much for joining us. And, I'm wearing yellow, because it's officially springtime. I mean, that's something to be pretty happy about here in the States. It's springtime. I don't know about outside. We look out the window, we don't even have leaves on the trees yet here in Detroit. But I'm happy. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking for the summertime, getting out there, get running. So I thought I'd kind of, get a little festive with this. But, in lieu of the spring coming up, a lot of times people are thinking, bathing suit season, got to start thinking about that, right? You want to tone up the arms, got to tone up the abs. And Molly from Melbourne, Australia reminded me, she writes, Jenny, I was wondering if you could give me some tips on getting that perfect definition around my shoulders. And shoulders is one of my favorite body muscle groups to work because it shows that definition. It really kind of rounds out the arms. It rounds out the complete look of your silhouette, and especially for girls wearing those halters or those guys who are playing basketball on the courts, they want the ladies to check it out. So I'm going to show you some movements that will not only target your arms, but they will target your core as well. And you're going to do them at the same time. These are compound movements. So this is a 2-for-1, abs and arms. So let's get started, okay? The first move we're going to do, we're going to get on the ground and you're going to grab a dumbbell. Now, this movement is going to be working against gravity, so I would say whatever movement you're used to doing like a lateral movement, bring it down about 5 pounds. Trust me, maybe even 10, depending on how many you're doing, guys. If you're doing like 20 pounds, bring it down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab just a 5-pounder. I don't want to pass out on anybody here. This is called a side plank shoulder raise. So you're going to get down on the ground, and you're just going to lean on your forearm and then bring your feet together. So you're just going to rest the top foot above the bottom. Now, if you're a beginner and you really can't hold yourself up for too much longer, or you had a shoulder injury or recovering from surgery, what I want you to do is just come on your knees, just like this. Still keep everything straight and just fold your legs back. I don't want you bringing your knees up here. I want it to be nice and straight. And then you're going to lift yourself up and feel it right in the obliques. But for now, I'm going to do it on my toes. Okay, I want you to grab the weight. Your palm is going to be face down, and I want it about 45-degree angle. Bring it up. Resist on the down. Check that out. See, you're bringing it about parallel to the ground, a little bit higher. Bring it right back down. I am feeling this right now, and you should too if you're trying this, which I hope you are. I'm feeling this right in the obliques on the side. I'm feeling this in my delt, my shoulders, and I'm also feeling this a little bit in my hips. You're going to feel it there too. I want you to give me about 12 repetitions on each arm, just straight up and down. If you feel like your arm is starting to bend or coming forward, lower the weight, because I want you to hit that momentary muscle failure where you can't do any more reps at about 10 to 12 reps. Whew, I'm really feeling it. I'm glad I grabbed the 5s, guys, because I usually do about 12 pounds when I'm doing them regular, so 5 is good for me, okay? So that's going to really target the abs, start to tone that, because remember, we're not just doing crunches here. You got to target it in all different facets with your core. That is the center of your body, and it does a lot of things, and there are a lot of ways you can train it. So moving on, another way you can train your core along with the arms is doing elevated bear crawls. What you could do is you can grab a stool. You can do it off a step. I'm just going to grab my Bosu because it's been a little lonely lately. I haven't really been using my Bosu. So I think I owe it to little Mr. Bosu here to help us out in this next one. Okay, so you're going to have the Bosu right in front of you. What you're going to do, and same thing as we did with the obliques, if you are a beginner and your core really isn't strong yet, because the way I see it, guys, it's quality over quantity. So if you can't keep good form, bring it on your knees, okay? Everyone remember that out there. Same thing with push-ups, planks, anything, bring it on your knees, because I don't want you injuring yourself if you're trying to do something that you're not conditioned quite yet to do to its fullest. So I'm going to have you get up in a push-up position, and I want your hands to be parallel to each other. I want them to be directly under your chest, and you're going to be right in front of the step or the Bosu or any other elevated surface. So your back's going to be nice and straight, abs in nice and tight. What I want you to do is, while maintaining the tight abs, keeping everything center, I just want you to bring your arms up and then bring it back down. And then do the other arm and bring the last one down. So it's going to be left, right, 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 and you're just going to bring the one that you put up, the last one up is the first one down, and then alternate. I'm sorry, this is called the elevated bear crawls. I hope I said that. So right now I'm feeling my abs, and I'm feeling it in my shoulders because I want to maintain the stability. I don't want my butt dropping. I don't want it to be bending this way. I want to keep everything straight, up, up, and down, down. So it's all going to be mostly in your upper body because you want to maintain that tight, tight form because you're adding, you're mixing up the stability there. So you're challenging your balance, but what you want to do is because you're lifting your arm, you still want to maintain that tight core so you're not jostling around. So that's a challenging one. Get on your knees if you're doing it, but if you are on your knees, make sure that you are over the elevated surface so you're not leaning out here because then it totally defeats the purpose. So try that one and try about 8 to 10 per arm with that one. It should be good and you're definitely going to feel it pumping out in the shoulders. So the last one, guys, I'm going to show you as well is going to incorporate the core. It's a V-sit to overhead press. I'm just going to move Mr. Bosu out of the way here. All right, I'm going to grab 10 pounds. Okay, this is an isometric movement. We're going to go on the ground here. Isometric movement, which means that we are holding that contracted state of the muscle. So actually, I'm going to face this way so you can see. V-sit, we've done these before in previous episodes. If you don't know which one, go ahead and check it out on madefittv.com. I believe it was mixing up your abs, one of those movements, truth about abs. V-sit, you're holding it, isometric, not moving. What you're going to do is you're going to grab your weights, nice 90-degree angle, do overhead press. Bring it back down. See how I'm kind of moving a little bit? That is because my balance, my center of gravity is being challenged right now. So when I'm moving like that, that is my body correcting itself, trying to maintain that. So I am feeling a lot of contraction in my abs right now. Even though I'm just holding this movement, I'm feeling every single muscle in my abs trying to maintain this position. And incorporating it with the shoulders is what is throwing your balance off. But your core is there to correct it. So give me about 10 to 12 repetitions with this. This one you're also going to feel in your lower back slightly because your lower back is part of the core. A lot of people forget about that. So remember that if your lower back starts to hurt, lower the weights, guys. Always lower the weights. I want quality over quantity. I don't want anyone, hurting themselves here. So I hope that these movements give you some ideas, Molly. I hope they give you some ideas with bumping up the chest, the shoulder, and then also the abs, because with springtime coming up, we got finals, a lot of things at work going on. So people don't have as much time maybe as they did in the wintertime when you're stuck inside because you want to go out. So this way you can compound these movements and you can condense your exercise time while also challenging your body in ways you probably never have before. And when you challenge your body and get yourself out of that funk that you've been in, maybe you've been doing the same movements in the same program for such a long time, mixing it up like this, you're going to see awesome changes in your body if you just stay consistent. Give it a good month, and you're going to be like, wow, I really start to feel that difference in the shoulders, the abs, the core, everything. So mixing up is great. And Molly, I really appreciate you sending me that email because a lot of people do have questions about those same muscle groups that you told me. And if you out there have any questions, comments, emails, anything you want to see on the show possibly, go to Ask Jenny on madefittv.com. Just click on there, put in your name, your comment, anything, and it'll shoot right to me. I get right back to you guys because I just love hearing from all of you. I like to spread the word on health and fitness, and I want to hear how you guys are doing and maybe what your questions are. So you can also catch us on iTunes, MadeFit TV on iTunes. It's really convenient because it can pop right onto your iPod. We're also on YouTube, but the best way, just subscribe through madefittv.com. Just punch in your email address, and we'll send you an email because we post these every Wednesday morning, and we also do a live view stream Saturdays at noon. And also, come on, find me on Twitter. Follow me. I'm getting a lot of followers, so I really appreciate it. Twitter.com/Jenny DiDonato. Facebook, I am Jennifer DiDonato. So once again, thanks so much, guys, and we'll see you next week. Now get going on those abs. Whew.